how can you want to be long something like this? And yet I just bought options right into these lows. So let me just show you the positions I have coming into today. This also counts for whatever's going on in the pre-market session right now. So, yesterday I, went, long, been long for a couple of days, this UPST upstart, BYND, and I bought some calls. I kind of dumped my stock in this account. I've got stock in another account in Uber, and right into yesterday's sell-off, I actually bought some call options again, all predicated on the bigger picture. So yesterday we had a massive sell-off in Uber, but to me, based on the weekly chart, I just think that's it's still a constructive chart. So that's why, it can be very deceiving to look at a intraday chart. And this is kind of what I counsel against. You have to kind of see the big picture, because yesterday it looked really nasty. We made a new high. I kind of bought up into this opening right here, and then it just sold off, and then it kept selling off. Actually, if you look at it on a smaller time frame, it even looks, so you can see in this area where, so this is what it looked like yesterday. So if you're, trading this thing and, it does this death, kind of spike, very difficult to, you just, how can you want to be long something like this? And yet I just bought options right into these lows. So I actually I bought some stock here, and then in the lows, I bought some more stock. I averaged in, and then I kind of blew out all my stock, at an average price, where I got out pretty well. And then I bought the call. So right when it was trading around 50, 60, when it looked really ugly, again, I'm looking at the bigger picture, this close on the weekly, this bar right here. So to me, that kind of gives me my insurance. To me, that, until that low is taken out, this still looks like a constructive chart. You can see that we're slightly higher in Uber right now. We're trading about 51.20 by 51.30, close at 51.11, so about 10 to 20 cents higher. And so, so that was the balances in, the one account here are my positions in another account. So again, consistent with my feeling about Uber is, it looked pretty ugly yesterday. But, I've got 5,000 shares at a $51 a share. It's trading about 51.20 right now, so slightly profitable. And then I have another 7,500 shares of UPST that I bought at 121.56, and it's trading about 125 right now. So, and this does not reflect the gains for today. So that's kind of what I got going on right now. So some pretty big positions going into today, BYND, Uber, and Upstart. And then, I just start by taking a general temperature of what's going on in the market. So, obviously can't trade the indexes based on, or your stock position exactly based on the indexes, but you always kind of want to know which direction you're faced. So, this is the QQQs, the NASDAQ. So you can see it closed at an all-time high. So, even if it comes off today, it's not in a position where this thing can really substantially come off. This is the S&P, also made a new high, closed very constructively yesterday. And then the Dow Jones is lagging. So Dow Jones does not look as good. It's still got this rounding top. So this is every day. And now today, the Dow Jones is opening stronger and the NASDAQ's opening weaker. So every day we have this kind of movement from, cyclicals to value to momentum. And so it's very much a stock picker's environment. You have to you can't really count on the market to take you where you have to really understand what you're holding, look at what you're holding. And so I kind of came up with this one ticker today. This is going to announce earnings after the bell today. This is AVAV, Aero Environment. I don't even know what these companies are, but it's got this huge double top. Looks like it's descending. So it looks like there's a lot of resistance here. So I might just, buy some shares into earnings. Now, this is a very dangerous thing to do because, even though the charts may look one way, by the time the earnings come out, it could look very different. But to my mind, prices go where, they're indicated. So to me, this looks like a pretty formidable double top. This looks like a kind of an emerging descending triangle pattern. So looks like this thing wants to, head back to, this area here. And you can see in the immediate time frame, we have a key reversal here, and it looks like it has a bit of a lot of resistance here. So I want to see how this opens. I might just take a stab at this, buy, sell short a few thousand shares just to have some fun.